Hello everyone. Good evening. As I already told you that we are going to have the doubt session for because few people requested that they have some issues in previous and all. So that's the reason today we will not have the general session as I already announced in the class. We will have a doubt session. If you have any difficulties in understanding any concept, any doubts are there, you can raise your hand. I will get back to you. Anything? Yes. I will do one thing. You can unmute yourself. If you have any doubts, you can talk. Huh? Yes, Harish.
Sir, can you explain briefly how request response will happen and whenever we perform any like button click and all loading of a new component? So in when the application is hosted at server side.
No, I haven't got you. Can you be a little bit clear? What is that?
Yeah, request response of the application flow and whenever the application is hosted, second time when we perform any operation like button click and all, in that button click when we want to load the new component, how the request response will happen.
What do you mean by request response on button click? You are talking about database?
No, not database. Like I am a .NET guy.
I can conditional rendering.
Yes. Like means if you take I will explain in .NET way what my question is. In .NET, when we request for an application, it will go through a series of steps like MVC application, routing and all. It will render, view render will return the HTML. So whenever we perform like post back request, so what will happen? So like that in React,
that is what I'm asking. You are talking about complete server side technology, right?
No.
Your actually, .NET is a server side technology, right?
Yeah, server side technology.
It will have a page life cycle. It will have a server side cycle to handle, right? Yeah. Client side, you will have just only conditional based rendering, right?
Yes, conditional based, but my doubt
is routing.
Not routing, I am here. My doubt is from initial one is
already we designed a page register login, right?
Yes.
We filled the registration form, registration successful, cookie created, we landed on the welcome page. Again, sign out, that request is posted. Again, sign out to login page, right?
Yes.
That is under the same concept I hope you are talking about. We filled a form, we made a request, posted. After posting, where we landed. After registration, we landed on login. In login, we verified the credentials. If error, then it landed on error page. Otherwise, it landed on some welcome page. If you try to access directly welcome page without login, it will automatically take you to the login page, right?
Yes.
This is all the process of request and response. No? We have done with even integration with the backend API by our own and database also with our own, right?
Okay, fine.
I hope you mean this the same concept, no?
That is concept, but I didn't understand internally how the component is loaded when we perform.
Already we discussed. I hope you are there in component life cycle. How component is loaded. You are there in the component lifecycle events. No?
Sir, actually, my doubt is, suppose there is a one.
Do you have any example to show you in your .NET?
No, in .NET.
Instead of you are unable to explain, do you have any prototype to show me?
No, in .NET, my question is, there is a, actually, I want to load a login component, login page. So what happens is, we will render in MVC, we will render the login.
How you will render?
view.
From where you will make request?
What happens is in the browser, when you request for a, suppose controller view, we will give a URL like this, application name / controller /
that is routing now.
No, that is routing. But when you URL like this,
that is see, I am a .NET developer. Okay. I am into .NET technology only. Okay, na? That is your server side MVC routing.
No.
Right? You are using a server side routing. You are requesting a controller action name from the URL. Am I right?
Yes.
That is server side routing. And when you are requesting, your controller will load the UI, right? Views and partial views.
Actually, my point here is, when we request for, we will give URL based on routing, and all the operations will be performed at server side. So respective view will be rendered, and HTML is given to client, means browser. In that browser, rest of the things will happen. When
that's right. That is what we learned in component lifecycle. You were there. I discussed about application cycle and component cycle.
Yes, I understood the cycle, but here my doubt is, I'm not good at how the application works, JavaScript application. Here my point is, application will be run at client side or server side. From beginning, I have this doubt.
Everything will run client side only.
So your means, if there is an application, in that application we created so many components, like suppose 10 components. So whenever we initially requested, all the 10 components will
see. Basically, first point, you are not clear in your point of understanding client side and server side apps, right? By your statements, I can understand that you don't have a correct clarity on server side and client side apps. You are thinking that the application running on server means it is server side, right?
Means
you are thinking that application running on the server means it is server side, right?
Yes, correct. Means
that is not true actually.
Hosting.
That is not true. That is not server side. Okay. That is not server side. How you will say, so JavaScript file, you are writing a JavaScript file. You write in your ASP.NET a JavaScript validation. Am I right?
Yes.
It is in your ASP.NET server side application only, na? You keep it in your application only, right?
Yes.
Now you will say that JavaScript is a server side file.
No. Actually,
that is the same with React also. Where your JavaScript runs?
In the browser only.
React also same. Then JavaScript is server side. It is because it is you kept in your server side project.
Yes, sir.
That means you don't have a proper clarity that an application that compiles and runs on server is server side. Understood? and the application that compiles or it runs in browser is client side. The file may be anywhere. Understood? I hope you know this basic point. You cannot call your JavaScript CSS files as server side. Do you call them? You use CSS in your .NET project, na?
Yes.
They will run in your ASP.NET server.
No, that will run on browser only.
Same, right? I hope you got a clarity.
No, sir, here my actual point is, sorry for troubling much more. Here my point is, in server side, in our application, if the page contains both JavaScript and server side logic .NET, so when the request, every request will go to the server. Then the server will process. If the server side code is there, then server will process. If HTML, JavaScript client side related code will send back along with the server side logic, which rendered into HTML format, browser understandable. Then will come to the client side. Then client again process. Means browser will process and gives the UI to the user in .NET application generally. But whenever we perform, suppose let's take example of in .NET MVC kind of thing. When we perform
no, don't take example of your MVC .NET and all. I will tell you a simple point. Have you used jQuery in your .NET?
Yes.
Right? You use jQuery? Huh?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
It is client side JavaScript library.
React also same. React is also a library, na?
Sir, in the two applications,
how jQuery works, the same React also works. Understood?
Sir, one doubt. Suppose there is a page. In that one, we initially we got some output to the UI. In that one, if we are using like jQuery or JavaScript, only we will use that logic for rendering the DOM manipulation only.
React also doing same, na? Is React doing anything extra?
But here my doubt is
first tell me this. Is React also doing the same or anything extra?
Yes, sir. Here my point is, let's take app component. So in that app component, we requested for app component. In that app component, we suppose we are using two components.
See, what is your name? Harish. Right?
Yes.
You are making your concept too complicated on your brain by yourself, right? It is simple, straightforward. Do you consider jQuery as a client side or server side running?
Client side running.
React also client side only running. Your jQuery file have which extension? Your jQuery files have which extension?
jQuery normally JS.
What till now you learned with React? App component, all these are JS files only. Do you have any another thing files?
No.
Then what makes you think different about React?
Sir, I'm not thinking about different, but
don't think. It is just like how jQuery runs, React also runs.
Yeah, that is okay, sir. I can okay. Suppose in .NET we will request for one page like 1.html. So generally, what happens when you request for a page in the browser? So server will send the file to the browser. Then in the browser will give the response.
What you are talking about, Mr. Harish? What you are trying to tell me?
No, my point is, sir, I'm not understanding means in we have hosted our React application. So when we request for home page, so here my doubt is
we are developing a separate React application. That is the reason we are hosting on a server. Generally, your React application runs in an existing application. Got a clarity, huh?
So React
will run in your .NET, in your Java, anywhere. Understood? Just like jQuery.
Sir, this React application is not independent application. It will run on one.
It is integrated with your application as a front-end tool library. Understood?
Okay.
Got a clarity?
No,
now,
sir,
don't think that it is running as a separate application. That is the reason you may have all this doubt. Huh? Understood?
Sir, now we are running our application as an independent application, right? Like shopping cart application.
Just you add this library, complete library into your client-side app. That is finished. I hope your .NET people taught you how to integrate Angular and React with your .NET application. Have you created a .NET Core application integrated with React or Angular templates?
No, sir, I didn't.
No, that is the reason you don't know all this. Huh? You may be thinking that you are separately running a React application. It's not. It is just a library added to your existing project. You go to your Visual Studio, create a new project. You can observe there are MVC Core, .NET Core templates with Angular and React. Have you ever tried them? Try them.
No,
once,
sir.
Okay. Once you look at the infrastructure of that, then come back. You will understand the concept. Okay, na?
Sir, we can't run our sample application which we created during this training session. We can't run that.
What we can't run? We can run it as an individual app, or we can run in an existing app. Understood? I hope you are there in the session where I showed you we can use React in an existing application also. Were you there? No?
Yeah, I'm there, sir. That time.
Then what makes you think all this? I already showed you that React is running on a general web application also. Have you seen that? We used in only one page. In the beginning itself, I told you, first day, right?
Means
we created a web application where one page was not using React, another page was using React. Were you there?
Yes, sir. The day you said that difference between
that is the answer for all your doubts, right? Now you thought that it is running as a separate application, huh? Right?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking that how this application.
I hope you got clarity now.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Got it.
Yeah. Yes, anyone else?
Good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes, Supriya.
Good evening, sir.
Arun Kumar.
Hello.
Yeah, hi sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, recently I have created a table with some rows and columns.
Where?
I have recently I have attended for an interview. They have given a task for a technical round.
Okay.
I have prepared all the content, but I am not able to do the validation part, sir.
Validation part. Can you show me what you have designed?
Yes, sir. Can I share my screen?
1 second. Yeah, you can.
Yes, sir. View my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. This is the output I have got.
Got. Okay.
Here, if I have to enter the name in the character, sir, first name, last name, and phone number.
Okay.
But they asked me when you are entering the first name, they have tell me that type 1, 2, 3. But it was taking, sir. So I am unable to do the validation part, sir.
Means it should take only string.
Yes, sir. In the name content, it should be take only the character, sir, not the numbers.
Already while posting the data, you can verify the files now. We can verify the data type now.
Yes, sir. But they have asked the do validation for this.
Validation you can write on key up. If you remembered, I showed you we can verify is number or not also. Have
Yes,
I showed
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
You can write that validation. Na?
So I have to change here, na, sir. Here input type is equal to text. I have to write here or some other part in the some.
No, you can keep input type text, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can do one thing. If you just change it input type to number,
Yes,
it
sir.
will allow number only. But if you have input type text, it will allow anything. What
Oh,
we have to do, we have to verify that it is not a number. Am I right?
okay, sir.
On key up, you verify is on not a number.
Okay, sir.
Or you can write regular expression also. Na?
Like how should we?
/d indicates
Oh,
numeric values, right?
okay, sir.
/uppercase d indicates non-numerical values, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. You can use those and write the validation, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's all.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Supriya.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Sir, actually, the exercise you have given during the sessions, whenever I got time, as I'm working, so whenever I got the time, I did that exercise.
Okay.
So I want to show one by one, and in some exercise,
Sure, sure.
I have some
You can
doubts.
share your screen.
Yeah, I have some doubts. I will ask simultaneously.
Sure. You can share your screen.
Yes, sharing. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, yes.
So the first example you have given of Insta, to design Insta page.
Okay, good. Okay.
I have designed, but I'm not able to show
Images,
the
huh?
image. Right, images.
Where the source you kept?
I have I have kept in this component only because
In the same component you have.
Yes, in the same component.
Where is
I
the
wa- I wa-
name you given there?
For example, this Facebook .png.
Where you given the image in your logic?
Second,
In the logic.
here. I have used IMG.
That is
type.
Facebook which file? PNG file. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Same. Okay. Image source. Yeah. Facebook PNG. Where is this Insta login? In the same location? Huh?
Yes, same location, sir. Component only. Install login.
Okay. Image is source is fine. You put a / there at image source. Where that image have to come?
Mm. 1 second, sir.
Where is that image location in?
Right here.
That is.
Login with here. Right here.
You go to your code once.
Good.
Image path is fine. There is no issue. Can you scroll rest of content once? Let me see once. Down. But this is another component. This is login component, right?
Yes.
And you are accessing this login component in
Index. Yeah. Index component.
all are in same location.
Yeah. All are in same location.
Okay.
In component folder.
Have you tried running this component individually? Just go to index page once. Index.js. Index.js and can you keep this insta login in startup?
Okay.
In index.js. Index.js.
Sorry. Yes, got sorry. I got confused. Index.
The image is not there. Once remove the dot slash that you given just now. Still not there. Can you put an alt over there? Go to image. Say just put alt, alt is equal to some pick. Just pick. Some pick. Yeah. Now run this. The image have some issue. Once it is there.
Here it is coming.
Fine. Once go back to the source once you have. Image source. You put in a binding expression that it is not required actually. Right.
Not defined.
Like a string. Yeah, once you open that browser and inspect that, right click and inspect. Elements, that is the image.
Facebook.
So that go to the path once, because capitalization, all these issues will be there. Once check. Facebook PNG. Can you open this in your right click and open in File Explorer, that image? Right click on it, open in Explorer, File Explorer, reveal in File Explorer. Yeah. Can you right click on that? Properties. It's quite fine. Okay. Okay, close that. Yeah. Yeah. You do one thing, go to that import, that index page, that login page, login. None of those images are working. No image is
no image is working. Only this one, because I have set as a background image, that is only working. Like slider, right side, left side.
Where is that path background image? Where is the background image path?
Yeah.
Background image you kept?
Yes.
That is background URL.
Sorry, URL.
Yes. Okay. You do one thing. Once, can you shift this image to the public folder? Now once run that.
Yes. Yeah, it's coming.
Right?
Small it is coming. Yes.
Right?
What's the issue, sir?
No. Actually, I will tell you later about Webpack. Actually, the path for the images static resources to access in project is set to public. That is generally set in the configuration files.
Okay.
So that is the reason. So all the static files are mapped to public.
Public folder. Okay.
You can keep there.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Next example was that NASA API. Actually, in that nothing is getting displayed.
Data binding. Yeah.
It is showing that photos. Some console error it is showing. Like cannot read property of undefined reading photos.
What is that issue coming? Data, na?
Undefined, cannot read property of undefined reading photos.
Where is that?
If I paste this URL, it is working in browser if I paste.
Response.data. Actually, what you just keep that as what type you are fetching? Object.
Object.
Yeah, keep it like object. And it is not, what is it? Photos, huh?
Yes, photos.
Photos.map. Once go to the state. And initialize that as an object.
This also I tried, but so it is not working. This also. now it is saying reading map.
Map. Let's go there. Check once. Have you checked what data it is logging? This is data. Console log, go to console log. You are already logging it, no? Not there in the messages actually.
Here also nothing is.
No, you are logging that, no? Open that log also.
Which log, sir?
No. Set. Yeah, go there. Also go to the logic there. Um, in the then block, can you put an alert and pop up that we will see once? Instead of logging, just put an alert.
On the
Yeah,
data.
and you put the data. That's not the issue. Once check back. Can you clean up that map logic there? Once just cut it instead of just cut that
Full.
full, that entire part. Just cut that complete. Because you will face issue with the photo also. Just clean up that. First we will check the data. Yeah.
Okay.
Binding also, that binding.
Object also.
So object is coming. Now keep that photos, object dot photos.
Paste it.
In alert. Scroll there.
Alert.
Data dot photos. Yeah. Yeah, data is coming fine. So, okay, go back here. That data dot photos is already array, right? It is coming. Okay. Now, can you keep that Mars as array type? That use state array type. Now you load this data dot photos. Set Mars is data dot photos. Set Mars is data dot photos. You remove that alert. Not required alert. Now Just confirm this once. Right. Now go back and map on that Mars. Mars.map directly. Remove the photos. It's working fine, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, na?
Yes.
Okay.
Next was
Anything else?
yes, showing.
Yes.
I have tried this.
Okay.
Add means this. We have told to on remove. We have to remove all. But this is working. But when I go to remove a single, it is not working. Sir.
What you written for that?
Here is a function.
What is the target ID? It is which ID you are fetching? Key dot target ID is product ID.
Yeah, product ID.
Then you have to find the product that belongs to the ID in the cart. Na? Index of ID. What that index is returning? Have you got it?
It's written in the ID. Means position.
We have to get position. Na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you alert that position once?
Index.
Alert. Index. Now hit that. It's not coming. It is -1. Na?
Yeah, it is -1.
That means it is not finding that product.
Means ID is coming. From ID we have to fetch that product.
That is product ID, right?
Yeah, product ID.
Yeah, actually, to find that particular ID related product, you have to use a find method.
Find method.
Right?
Okay.
By using find method, you can get ID. After that, that index number you have to use. Okay, na?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You try that. Huh?
Okay, I will try. If I have any issue, I will ask.
You have to use the find method there. Huh?
Okay. And for total, I've written this function to get total price. But and I've said this. Yeah. But nothing. Only 0 is coming. When I'm doing alert, it is coming properly.
Total price. It is coming.
Yeah, it
Correct,
is coming. Yeah, coming correctly, but it is not displaying there.
I think your initialization is wrong, right? 0. Because when you are accessing the initialized value, it is accessing. Can you use that here set total price plus equal, can you write add equal, assign equal in the for loop? In the for loop,
Means I have to write.
set total price equal to you return,
Yeah.
there assign and equal plus equal, because you have to keep the existing price, na?
Yeah.
To that you have to add the new price, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right, that will happen. Okay, on adding also you have to update that count. Get total price where you are writing
But here it is not coming. Get total price. Zero is only coming.
that where you are calculating price,
Yes. Here.
where you are loading it, and add to cart button click also you have to write. You added to cart, after adding cart only it is updating, na?
I have written, but I didn't comment
Right.
because it was not working. Yes.
Still,
Still it is not.
set total price. You, what about in this, you put an alert and check what
Yeah.
value it is returning. Is it returning the price?
Yeah. Yeah. It is written price properly.
Okay, it is not updating. Check once go there.
Function.
Get total price is returning a value, na? Or it is
Yes.
just a void type? It's just a void type,
I have to written here.
You try one thing, then later what you do is make this function to return the result. Okay,
Okay.
and that return result you directly display in the UI. Okay, you can call the function and return it. Okay, na? Return and call the function in the UI, so it will get you the return result. Okay, you try doing that, huh?
Okay. We'll try.
Right.
You have told that to do React hook form.
Huh.
This is simple without any validation. This is
Okay.
just simple. Then this is with validation. Age, email ID.
Okay, fine.
One more was using yep. Same with yep validation. But in this,
Yep. Yes.
one second, so something
That name may be missing, right? Yeah.
I'm not able to type.
Fine.
This is using yep validation.
Okay. Right.
Last one.
You tried that complete end-to-end example, huh?
Yes, end-to-end example.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
And last was this is you have told to do username and password with mounting life cycle.
Life cycle hook events, huh?
Yes, this I have done. Successful.
Okay.
The next examples are remaining, so that I will try. And if I have any doubts, I will ask you.
Okay, done with all of this. You are
Yes.
perfect in this, right? End to end
Yes.
with routing, you need to try it. I will give one sample project like option, right?
Okay.
So you can try that. Huh?
Okay.
I will
Shall
explain
I,
in the class one sample application. So if you can try such applications, that will be easy. More, you will get all at one place. Huh?
Okay.
Right.
That some example are remaining. So when I finish, can I show you that?
Sure. Whenever you finish that, you can share when if you have any issues at that. Huh?
Okay.
Right.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
MVC doesn't contain only database. MVC M contains model. Model means data related. All the validations are present in a model. Okay. Data validations are defined in model. Okay. There is lot of change in server side MVC and client side MVC. Server side MVC will contain data specific logic also. Who is this? Kumar. Right. So anyone have? Who is this? Martin. You can unmute and talk what doubt it is. Yes, Martin. Unable to hear you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Martin.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am seeing that
You are not audible.
some problem is,
Yes, what is that problem?
sir. Can I share my screen, sir?
Share, you can. Yes. What the problem you are facing?
Sir,
Yes. What is the issue you are facing?
sir, I am seeing, sir. Sir, this one, sir. I'm not able to get the data of, sir. This one, sir. Like that. This and this, sir.
I'm unable to understand what is your issue.
Sir.
Yes, Martin. What is the issue in this?
Sir, I don't even get, sir, this data, sir. Means to say, sir, not able to, sir, collect, sir, fetch, collect, sir, to send
What
to
you-
API, sir.
What you are unable to collect? Already implementing the routes will lazy load the components. Implementing routing will load the components lazy. Okay. Yes, Haribabu, what is your doubt?
Sir, hello.
Yes.
So I want to know about the UI design patterns in real time. Which type of design patterns can be used in real time?
What design patterns related to?
UI development.
See, UI development design patterns, there will not be specific. We generally call the design patterns as software design patterns. Design patterns are software design patterns. UI development patterns will not be separately like that, right? They are software design patterns.
I want to know some things. I want to know which one is for that developing the software patterns.
See, depends on the complete requirement. There are 23 patterns. I already told you once. There are 23 software design patterns, and it's not necessary that a project will use all. Depending on different project requirements, we use. You used a for loop, na?
Yes.
That comes as iterator pattern. We learned events, na?
Yes.
That comes under observer pattern. Understood?
Okay.
Like that, every concept have a certain pattern to follow. It is never possible that a project can use all the patterns.
Okay, sir. They will ask some questions like that. Which type of UI patterns using where you are having the experience with that?
Obviously, if you have experience in software programming, you might have worked with singleton like patterns, right? Abstract factory like patterns. If you belong to any technology like Java, .NET and all, right?
Yes, sir.
They talk about such patterns: singleton, abstract factories, observer, iterator.
Okay, sir.
All these are the patterns.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding to generic types.
What
Can I-
generic types?
Can I share my screen?
Yes.
Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Actually, I got the component here, the class, and I've got some data here. I need
Okay.
to convert them to generic type, not to, as you can see here, as normal types.
In the constructor, you are configuring all these parameters.
Yes.
Yes.
So
While creating object, you have to pass them now.
yeah, but like for example, I don't know which type of data I'm passing here. So like I need to configure them to like generic types. How can I do that?
Already it is restricting data type.
Yeah, like for example, I need to pass here, for example, like you can say that, like no, just see. No, it's not accepted.
It is
So-
already restricting, right? Same
Yeah,
type.
yes, sir. But like, just like out of curiosity, I want to know like how I can configure the generic types in certain conditions. Like for example,
You can use union of type if you want to change according to condition, right?
yes, like here in
You can keep Boolean and string, right?
mm,
You kept stock as Boolean, right?
so interface cannot be generic types, sir.
You cannot initialize here any value. You have to just use for defining the rules, right?
Like for example, generic type here. Can we initialize here like this?
You cannot. So it is not possible, right? Interface should contain only rule. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Uh,
So, but like I've seen some people like trying to do interfaces with the generic
That
types.
is while implementing interface, not while configuring interface.
Okay. So, which phase I can configure this, like here or in index? Like
While configuring the class, you can make the class as generic type.
like here.
What you are trying to do? You are trying to implement.
I'm trying to send data wherever
You are sending
the
data
data is.
properly, right?
Yes.
You have the type also defined properly, right? Then what is the issue you are facing?
I'm trying to understand the like generic types, how it works actually.
Generic types means once you are not sure about the type, you can keep it as a generic type. And once you know the type, you can restrict the type, right?
Okay. So now, for example, I don't know the type of this data.
Mhm.
How
You go
can-
through the examples already we learned, right?
Yeah,
Here,
well,
you
like
see,
it's-
if you want to change the type of parameters that you want to pass, those parameters must be declared as generic type. Understood?
Okay.
Where you are implementing this contract, you see constructor is there, na?
Yeah. And
Constructor.
I've
Go to the
mentioned that
constructor, not here. Go
cannot
to the
be initialized.
constructor.
Yeah, this constructor.
Yeah, there you can keep those ID name as generic type. Understood?
Okay, so here,
No,
right?
ID you given number, na?
Yes.
You remove that and keep it as generic.
But the data is coming from the template, sir. It's like from product details, which is interfaces. Like I'm confused, sir.
I think you are confused in your complete concept. Huh?
No, actually, sir. The generic
Now,
type, sir.
what is your intention? Making the method as generic or the properties as generic?
Making the types of properties
Type as generic,
yes.
right? Then what you have to do? First, you have to configure your return ID colon number, na?
Yes.
Remove that number and say T.
Okay.
That is generic type. Okay.
Yeah. From where it comes, the type.
That is generic type because it has dependency with others, na?
Why cannot find name T, like from where it comes?
This has lot of dependency in other options, right?
Yes.
You have to mark up everything.
No, first we need to declare here like generic types or no.
Now you go through our example once, don't get confused, right?
Okay.
Once check our example, you can see that how to define a method type as generic type and all. Huh?
And you have mentioned that constructor
Cannot be generic. Constructor parameters can be generic, right?
Can be okay.
Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right. Okay, then. So if you have cleared with all your doubts and all, so take this and we will have the session on Monday again, right? Tomorrow no session, again we will have on Monday. In Monday we will discuss Redux part. Okay, na? We will go with the Redux and work with the Redux part. Monday will continue. Still, if you have any doubts, make a note about them. And Monday after the session, we can take that. Monday we will discuss about Redux.